Croeso sianel Blaid Llwyd. Welcome back to Remember the Flowers. It's been a couple of months almost since we did this last, so let's not wait and get straight back into it. Cooper flashes a genuine smile at me before leading me to the kitchen. He's almost like a completely different person. Maybe he isn't so bad after all. Oh, if there's one memory you could forget, could it be the one of me slapping you? Cooper grimaces and rubs the back of his head with his ears lowered. Don't need my employees to catch wind of that. I am sorry, though. I sigh and rub my cheek. Don't worry, I didn't feel a thing. I wink at him with a smile. Cooper gives me an incredulous look. Don't think he understood my joke. Cooper asks for some help sifting through the duffel bags he dragged in. In his words, there's apparently some decent food. Wow, you did get a lot. How did you carry it all in? I got arms, don't I? He flexes his arms. Damn, he sure does. I guess so. They're pretty impressive. What did you expect? When you're on your own, you gotta learn how to be efficient. That sounds like a good enough segue to ask about his past. Although, he does seem to be in a good mood. I really shouldn't push it. But I do anyway. Why do you live alone? You mentioned friends yesterday. Couldn't you room with them? I used to. Whatever came apart my line of work works best when I'm alone. What do you mean? Well, I guess that's the wrong way to put it. I need a space where I can be alone. It'd be trouble if anyone outside of my contracts came across my clients. Can you hand me that package? Sure. He points to a package wrapped in paper. It feels kind of wet. Is this meat? Sure is. Prime rib. Beef, huh? You know there's a similar thing from back home. I decide to ask Cooper what's been bugging me. Cooper, can you tell me where we are? Well, the pods are on the outskirts of Tensia, but my apartment is in... No. What's the name of this planet? He organises the new food in the fridge before taking a deep breath and closing the door. Well, that depends on who you ask. I pause. Well, I'm asking you, is there not a name for the planet? Not really. Not anything set in stone, anyway. Why's that? Cooper pauses again, tapping the counter in thought. Well, first and foremost, that's not classified. But it's something that most people don't really know. What, you don't know the name of the planet? Well, there's a lot we don't know. That's quite strange. Well, it is. We don't even have a set year. The hell? Why? Cooper takes a deep breath, trying to recollect something. Well, I'm not too sure of the details myself, but... But? Cooper sighs. Have you heard of the 7 stars? I don't think so, no. I try to see if any inkling of an idea, for all I get is a bit of a headache. Why? What is it? It was basically the start of the apocalypse. They call it that because, supposedly, about 7 meteorites entered the planet's atmosphere at the same time. At this point, all the information we have was passed down by word of mouth. Most of what we know is spotty at best. We know that at the time they're able to stave off most of the damage by chipping away the meteorites mid-flight. Direct impact would have most likely meant extinction. Apparently some were able to escape to space temporarily, but no one's certain if they survived. There are rumours they found help and came back, but I think it's bullshit. Like aliens. Who knows? Cooper shrugs or nods me to the living room to organise the rest of his bounty. The continent we're on apparently got hit the hardest. They screwed up big time with how they dealt with the meteor. It spread all over the country. Cooper slides on his axiom to search for something. For all we know, about 60% of the planet's overall population was wiped out. Jesus. Well, it's funny you say that. We don't even know where that expression came from. Please don't say that. I don't need another existential crisis. Oh, sorry, I don't want you to ease you into the world. I clutch my head, the headache coming to a peak. Are you okay? Just sudden headache. I'll be fine. I'll take that as a sign that today's history lesson is over. While we travel, I'll let you in on all sorts of things. But for now, try and take care of yourself first, alright? He pats my shoulder in reassurance for guiding me to the couch. Yeah, I can handle making dinner. You just get some rest. I've been resting for the past several hours. I whine like a child that wants to be put down for their afternoon nap. For a witness, you're far from resting. Let me get you some water and some meds. Alright, thanks. I groan as I recline on the couch. Why can I feel headaches when I can't feel anything else? This is bullshit. Here, just drink it slowly. I know. Cooper chuckles at my grumbling as I take the glass of water. It's fizzing a bit and almost looks carbonated. I give it a sniff. It smells kind of fruity. Almost like seltzer water, but with actual flavour. You sure I won't get sick from this? Well, if you do, God help you. It's none of the phrase you don't know the origins of. No. Pretty sure most religions have gods. I have made a fool of myself yet again. The seltzer water actually tastes pretty good. Almost reminds me of orange soda, though not nearly as sweet. Thankfully it does its job quickly. My headache starts to evaporate after a few minutes of drinking the stuff. I'll need to ask Cooper if I can bring these tablets for the road. It seems like I get a headache every other minute. Speaking of Cooper, he calls out to me from the kitchen corner. Hey, Cyrus, did you wash the dishes? Yeah, a few. Still, thanks for that. It's a pain to clean them myself. Why is that? I don't like doing it. Well, you're lucky you got me. I don't mind doing dishes. You even spruced up the place while I was gone. I wish I could keep you around for longer then. I'm sure you do, considering the state the place was in. Well, I'd be tired of cleaning service. You'd save me a lot of money. I can't tell if he's trying to bait me into wanting to stay or not. Regardless, it is nice to feel wanted. Well, maybe I can come visit. Maybe. I can see him flick his ear. Wouldn't be surprised if he's just as lonely. Do you do this full time? Do what? Escorting? Mercenary work in general. I guess there is a more fitting word for it. Yeah, I do, more or less. I was never able to keep a steady job. You happy doing what you're doing? Cooper unwraps the beef and puts it on the pan, sprinkling various spices on it. I'm content. But are you happy? Sometimes. When I get paid, I am. That's pretty standard for a job, right? Yeah, he's got me there. Judging by how you're handling that meat. Cooper snorts. Oh my God, grow up. Sorry, old man. Spare me some of your wisdom. I roll my eyes and continue. Anyways, were you a chef before? Cooper turns and looks surprised. How'd you know? I worked in the kitchen for a while. Your movements remind me of a chef I used to work with. Well, that's pretty perceptive of you. I guess some of your memories are coming back. I scratched my head. He's right. It just flows out of me at this point, whether I want it to or not. Kinda. I can't recall things on my own. They sort of just come out. I'm not sure what the triggers are. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Who knows, maybe by the time we get to resume, your memories will be back.
That'd be nice. It's kind of weird not knowing anything about yourself.
I can imagine. I suppose you'll be a completely different person by the end of this.
That's a scary thought. Although that's just part of life. Always changing even when you don't know it.
Maybe you're a philosopher in a past life. That's pretty deep.
I think that's just how development works. I appreciate the compliment.
It really wasn't one. Whatever fills the void in your heart.
I'll have you know my heart is very full, thank you very much. Just like that, I'm immediately thinking of Damien. Oops, I guess I'm wearing a goofy expression on my face, as Cooper looks absolutely disgusted.
What the hell are you thinking about?
Just the love of my life. Cooper raises an eyebrow but doesn't inquire further. Instead, he focuses on tonight's dinner. Glad he is. It's smelling pretty good, to the point where my mouth starts to water. Dad, is dinner ready?
Oh, stop calling me Dad. It's weird.
Oh, come on. You get to call me old man, I get to call you a pet name. Once again, he looks absolutely done with me.
First of all, Dad is not a pet name. And second of all, me making fun of you is a one-way street.
And I'm not allowed to do the same?
Of course not. That'd be weird.
Why?
You ask a lot of questions.
Not this again. Cooper snickers as he brings over a couple of plates.
We'll get on nickname basis one day.
I'll hold you to that. Surprisingly, Cooper's meal tastes pretty good. I can't tell what some of the spices are, they blend together nicely. It's kind of a smoky flavour, but sweet at the same time. Almost like barbecue sauce. Oh wow, you really can cook. This is pretty good.
Why are you so surprised?
I honestly thought you just dug through the trash for your food.
You really think I'm homeless? You're taking too long to answer a yes or no question.
Well, by definition, no, because you own a home, but...
Now you're making a yes or no question complicated.
It's a complicated situation. When's the last time you... Then the idea strikes me. Actually, when we finish dinner, I got something I want to do for you.
Oh, what?
It's a secret.
So you can keep secrets?
I don't want to hear that from you. You still owe me.
Do I?
You will after tonight.
Huh?
I smirk at him. This dog is in for a treat.
Are you serious?
Yes, strip. Cooper huffs in exasperation.
It can't be that bad.
You telling me you can smell blood from blocks away but you can't smell your own BO?
It's long since faded.
That shows how long it's been since you had a bath. I open the shower curtain. We're going to fix that. If I wasn't wearing a t-shirt right now, I'd definitely roll up my sleeves. This is going to take a lot of work.
Do we really have to? This isn't.
I'll tell you a client you smacked me. Cooper narrows his eyes.
Seriously?
Seriously, no offence, but your stench is that repulsive. Cooper sighs heavily before starting to take his clothes off.
You're seriously the most annoying escortee ever.
That's not even a word.
It is here, asshole.
I roll my eyes. Sure it is. Are we going to have to do this the hard way? I cross my arms and stare at Cooper, really trying to nail my glare down. Cooper doesn't look very impressed.
What do I get out of this?
You get a gold star for practicing basic hygiene.
A what?
You get a pat on the back for doing what you're supposed to do.
I don't need.
Are you scared of water or something?
What?
No. Then take your clothes off and get in the tub. I point and huff. Cooper's good mood is all but dissipated at this point.
Seriously, so needy.
He says that and hands me his jacket. I take it from him and toss him what I assume is a hamper. Cooper looks at me for a moment.
Can you turn around? It's kind of weird to undress in front of a guy I barely know.
You're such a baby. I roll my eyes and do as he says. I can hear his clothes drop on the ground behind me.
You really want to do this?
I'm almost begging you to take a bath, and not in a weird way. Cooper snickers.
Way to make it weird. Okay, you can turn around now.
Admittedly, I hesitate for a moment. I turn around slowly. Sure enough, there it is. Ha, gross. Internal jokes aside, he'd almost be attractive if he wasn't such an asshole. I have to say he's pretty confident standing there naked. Looks like someone wanted to show off after all. I don't know why he made such a big deal out of it.
You said you're asexual, right? Thought horny stuff wasn't your thing.
Oh wait, that's actually pretty considerate of him. Oh, well, not really, no. I mean, it depends if they're sex repulsed or not, obviously. It's not like I was going to stare at it or anything.
Whatever you say. You want to get started?
Lord knows I am. I reach the tablet, fiddle the temperature.
You figured out how to use it?
There wasn't much to figure out. How'd you like your showers?
Cold.
I give him an incredulous look. Really?
Yeah, why?
You're unhinged.
Give me a break. It's easy to overheat with all this fur.
Whatever you say. I slide the bar to the blue side and turn on the faucet for handling the bottle of shampoo. Here, do some of the preliminary stuff on your own. I crack my knuckles and stretch a bit. I'll do the rest. Cooper looks a bit skeptical.
What's the rest?
Time limit, remember? Cooper rolls his eyes while closing the shower curtain. While he's getting started, I look around the room. I think about it or washing my own hair, but I could probably use a hair tie or something to keep it out of my face. Cooper probably doesn't use them himself. Maybe a past client of his kept some in here. I look behind me to make sure he's still in there. I've already rifled through these cabinets before, but doing so in his presence suddenly makes me feel weird about it. Regardless, I start to sift through the cabinets and drawers again, as quiet as I can. I hear the shower curtain open.
What are you doing?
Fuck, he's got that super wolf hearing. I look back. He looks so skinny with his damp fur that I have to really try not to laugh. I do not have to snort, however. Sorry, I was just looking for something to tie my hair back with. Cooper rolls his eyes and points up with his nose.
The first aid kit somewhere. Use the bandages.
I don't get a chance to respond as he closes the curtain. Thanks, I guess. I reach up to the top cabinet and take the lone red box down. It's pretty dusty. I wonder how long it's been up here. I unlatch it and wish I'd covered my nose. It's absolutely filled with dust. Jesus Christ, how old is this thing? I yell through my coughing fit.
Oh no, it's you when I got the place.
I'm going to show you how to clean tomorrow.
We don't got a year, bud.
I can hear him snicker as if this is something to be proud of. What a loser. There's some bandages in here. As far as I'm aware, those can't expire. I'm not sure. I don't remember the rest of my master's program yet. Wait, they're bandages. Literally just cloth. Guess I'm still overthinking silly things. Thankfully there's a small pair of scissors in the box, so I cut off a long enough strip to tie my hair up a bit. I turn to the mirror. I look like a bad movie character. Scars, long white hair and a ponytail. I'm every edgy teen's favourite character all at once. It's nice I can look at myself without flinching, though. That's something. Are you done?
Almost. You can turn the water off.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Should I be worried?
Is the big bad wolf scared of being groomed? I can hear a subtle growl from behind the curtain, and this time I definitely snort. You'll be fine. Don't be such a baby.
Okay, I'm ready, I guess.
I pause for a moment before opening the curtain. Sure enough, I'm met with a damp and naked wolf. See, you got the hard part of the way all on your own.
Do I get my gold star now?
He rolls his eyes at me and I snicker. Oh no, we're about halfway done. I need you to sit down now.
What? Why?
So I can wash you, duh.
Isn't that all I just did?
I'm sure you got a good chunk of it done, but you really need a thorough bath. Cooper sighs loudly. He almost sounds like a whiny kid.
Seriously?
Seriously, it's not going to take that long. Just lean against the wall so I can see your back. The tub is big enough for you, I'm sure. He grumbles for doing as he's told. Do you have a bucket or something I can use? Cooper groans if speaking is suddenly becoming an exercise.
There might be one in the closet.
Thank you, oh valued customer. He grumbles as I fetch the bucket. I turn the bath faucet on and get a steady stream going. Ready? Cooper sighs.
Sure.
I can practically hear his eyes rolling. What a puppy. I take a glob of shampoo and start to run it through the top of Cooper's head along with his back. I can hear Cooper grumbling.
I already did that.
Sorry, I still don't trust you. Deal with it. Besides, it's normal to wash your hair twice. His ears low for a moment as I start to dig into his fur, but they quickly perk up. Along the rising sound of a wet tail plapping against the tub. For his pride's sake, I choose not to comment on it. Besides it being pretty cute. Sorry, Damien, but wolves do have something cats don't. Going to pour the water over your head, okay? He's digging the scratches, I know it. I fill the bucket up and pour it straight down, get myself a bit wet in the process. Oh well, these aren't my clothes anyway. We repeat this process a few times, particularly on his back. Wonder when's the last time he had someone to help him wash. I put some more effort into his back, causing that tail of his to slap the tub some more. He's making some subtle moans throughout our impromptu spa session. Wouldn't be surprised he asked me to do this again before our little adventure is over. Not that I would mind. Overall, it took us about 20 minutes to get him sufficiently washed. It would have taken less time, but once we got into it, he kept asking for more. I don't blame him. That was probably the most intimate experience he's had with another person in quite a while. I'd have to say the same. I kind of liked it too, which is going to make separating that much more difficult. Wait, stay strong. You have a boyfriend. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll admit it. That wasn't so bad.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should. I haven't had a good massage like that in a while.
It's been a while since I've given one. I'm glad I wasn't rusty.
Is that something you did often?
Yeah, for my boyfriend. He had to exercise a lot, so I'd give him massages pretty frequently.
Oh, boyfriend, huh?
He looks a bit somber for a moment, goes back to his good mood somewhat quickly.
Sounds like a great guy.
The best. Can't wait to see him again.
We'll try and make that happen.
He ruffles my hair before starting to stretch, which only accentuates his assets. Not to be asexual, but don't you have any towels?
I sure do. It seems someone used them all.
Oh shit, I did.
You'll manage. Just think about your boyfriend.
Don't have to tell me twice. Cooper snickers.
In any case, you certainly made me feel a hell of a lot better. I'll need to do that more often.
What, shower?
Well, that too.
He smirks at me and I roll my eyes. This dude. Well, I'm glad I picked that shampoo. You smell so much better now.
I'm not sure manly it is to smell like orchids and vanilla, though.
I didn't you cared about that kind of thing.
I do have a certain image I like to keep.
Which is?
Well, I'd like to be somewhat intimidating.
Hear me, I'd be way more scared being met with an angry-looking dude smelling like flowers.
Why?
Shows you're confident.
I mean, I guess.
He scratches the back of his head.
You're weird.
Don't I know it? I start a big and long yawn before giving in a stretch to myself. That was a workout. Even my long nap earlier. I'm exhausted. Cooper holds up his axiom and reads out the time.
Oh, it's a bit past 9 p.m.
Maybe my sleep schedule is salvageable after all. Time for bed.
I'll say, you'll need your rest for tomorrow. You're coming along.
Wait, huh? Why?
After your little napping session, I'd rather keep a closer eye on you. Besides, you'll probably be bored sitting in here all day again.
Tell me about it. All right, what time do you want to head out?
Well, let's say around 9 a.m. That okay?
Sure. I had another yawn and start to make my way back to the couch. Cooper stops me before I make it, though.
Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I have something for you.
I rub my face for a moment as Cooper fetches something from one of his bags.
Here, this is what you're looking for.
He's holding a book with an ornate-looking pen in one paw. Near there a cup with a toothbrush and toothpaste. Oh, that's kind of expensive. Where'd you get this?
I found an antique store that had junk like this. I'm not sure of the quality. Why, does it look valuable?
I take the pen from him. Feels pretty expensive with how weighty it is. Looks pricey, to say the least. Well, it didn't cost you much.
Not really. The journal thing was in a big pile, and there's a big cup of these pens.
Weird. Well, thank you, Cooper. I appreciate it. I take the journal as well and flip through it. Looks kind of minimalist in that obnoxious sort of way. Oh, wait, I have something for you too. I gently place the journal and pen down the living room table, heading to the windowsill. I found this when I was cleaning out one of your junk boxes.
Oh?
Cooper's smile fades into a look of shock as I turn the tablet screen on. I want you to show this to you. I know you said I could have most of what I found, but I didn't even know how to unlock the thing.
Wow.
I was completely enamoured with the image being displayed. Cooper pauses for a moment before taking a deep breath. He's trying to smile at me.
Well, thanks, Cyrus. I appreciate it. Do you mind if I keep this? I can see about finding another tablet like it somewhere.
You've done more than enough for me. This journal's plenty. In fact, I might write in it for a bit.
I'll leave you to that then. Have a good night.
He pats my head before heading to his bedroom. Good night. I yell to him just before he closes the door. Cooper turns around and gives me a sad kind of smile. I wonder if I should have shown him that. But I think it was the right thing to do. Before I get comfortable on the couch, I go to brush my teeth the first time in who knows how long. The toothpaste isn't minty like I thought it'd be. It's almost fruity. That's one of the more bizarre things that's happened to date. Still, it gets the job done and my mouth feels completely different. Thankfully, my teeth look to be in okay shape. I don't even want to think about the dentist situation around these parts. After one more rinse and I go back to the couch. I pick up the pen for a moment, but I set it down. I'm too tired to write in it. I'll do some writing before we head out tomorrow. As I start to get comfortable, I reminisce over what's happened. Not a lot has happened per se, but what's happened has been pretty okay. My reminiscing gets interrupted though as I hear an audible grunt, followed by the sound of something solid and electrical snapping from Cooper's room. Chapter 4, Water's Edge. When I wake up the next morning, Cooper's nowhere to be found. He must still be in his room. I didn't eat a ton yesterday. I was looking forward to eating breakfast together. Although, it's hard to mistake what that was last night. I mumbled to myself. He definitely broke that tablet. Cooper looked shaken when he turned it on. Thought he was out of joy, but I guess not. Maybe that's why he had it at the bottom of a glorified trash can. Must have bad blood with his old teammates. I debate on asking him about it when I see him next. It's not like he's been very subtle about it. Which is weird. I thought he'd try his best to be the cold and quiet type. The type that bottles everything up to look cool. Which is dumb. He's going to help me through my issues. I want to at least return the favour. That might be a bit optimistic, but still. Can't hurt to try. Oh, I know what I can do. I whispered to myself, though he'd probably hear that anyway. I get up from the couch and give myself some stretches. Man, I'm still so stiff. Hope that wears off soon. It's really cumbersome to walk as it is. My inner monologue gets interrupted as I look at the floor. There's a t-shirt I found. I must have thrown it off in the middle of the night. Guess that checks out. I never really wore shirts to bed back home. I trace my fingers over the scars on my chest. The one near the centre is particularly deep. I shiver, try not to think about them anymore. I scoop up my t-shirt and put it on as I make my way to the kitchen corner. The very least I can do is make him breakfast, since he's been provided my every meal. Granted, this is still his food I'm using, but it's the thought that counts. I give myself some motivational slaps on the face to wake myself up. Everything looks similar. How hard can it be to cook here? Turns out even the fire alarm sounds similar around here.
Jesus Christ, Cyrus, what the hell were you doing?
I pucker my lips and look away, too embarrassed by the amalgamation of burnt food on the stove in front of us. Well, I was trying to make us breakfast. Cooper puts some kind of towel over the pan. Within moments, the acrid smell all but dissipates.
Well, I was up. You could have called for me.
I didn't know, and to be honest, I didn't want to make you something.
Why?
I don't know. Pay you back for...
Cyrus, seriously, you don't need to pay me back.
But I want to. I try not to raise my voice too loud, but I have a point I want to get across. Look, it's super nice of you not to expect me to pay you back or anything. It personally makes me feel bad. Just let me do something, okay? Cooper looks towards the stove.
Can I ask you not to cook on your own?
I'll think about it. Cooper sighs. Okay, to be fair, you left me here alone yesterday expecting me to feed myself.
And at what point did I say for you to cook? Pretty sure I told you there's ready-made food already in there.
You mean your gross mushrooms?
They're not.
I give him a sharp look and he stutters.
Okay, they are pretty gross.
Cooper chuckles.
To be fair, so is whatever it was that you were trying to make.
You know, that's fair. I didn't think the stove got that hot.
Red means hot, no?
I roll my eyes. Gotta choose between treating me like a child or an old man. Although I'd prefer you just treat me with some common decency. I huff at him and he snickers.
Sorry, old man. I'll keep that in mind and try to be consistent.
He ruffles my hair, then heads to the fridge. Cooper seems to be back in a good mood. I wonder, is now a good time to bring it up? I open my mouth as if trying to say something, but quickly shut it. Gotta be delicate about this. Instead, I opt to clear my throat. So...
You want to ask about the tablet? Go ahead. Time limit, remember?
I pucker my lips again. Damn, this wolf can really read me. I'm surprised you knew I wanted to ask.
I'm surprised it took you this long to try. I wasn't exactly discreet about it.
No, you weren't. What was all that about? Cooper turns away from the fridge to look at me, then to the wall for a moment to think. After an awkward beat, he takes a deep breath and faces me.
Well, my last team and I... we didn't really mesh well, to say the least.
I don't respond. I won't even continue without interruption.
For a while, everything went along smoothly. We were a group of mercenaries doing what we wanted, when we wanted. Although what we wanted varied between group members, to the point where we eventually split.
Cooper holds his hand over that prominent scar on his arm and begins to stroke the fur around it.
We lost a lot of good friends.
What happened? Cooper blinks as if coming out of a trance. He looks as if he's contemplating something.
We had our differences, and they were enough for them to pretty much abandon me. I try not to dwell on it. Not everyone's right for everyone.
He shrugs like it's no big deal, for abandon is a pretty loaded term. Did they hurt you? I gesture to the scar on his arm. Didn't even realise he was caressing it. He pauses.
Yeah, they did.
He then shakes his head and puts on a confident smile.
Well, that's just how it is around here. I've survived this long, right? That's all I can ask for.
Not to sound pretentious, there's a difference between surviving and living. Cooper looks a bit disappointed at me.
Not only is that pretentious as fuck, but also reeks of privilege. I'm not surviving because I want to. I'm surviving because I have to.
Shit, he's right. That did sound pretty condescending. Sorry, that's not how I meant for it to come out. I just want you to be, happy. Cooper ruffles my hair some more.
You know what would make me happy? Getting some help with breakfast.
Cooper looks over to the stove.
To clarify, some edible breakfast.
He teases and I roll my eyes. I'm sure there's something in that pan that's edible.
Well, I'm not willing to find out. That's something I probably wouldn't survive eating.
He pats my back and we get to making something to eat. Cooper once again handles the food with grace I didn't think was possible for someone like him. Especially compared to me. My cooking skills must have gone to shit. Although, to be fair, I didn't recognise much of anything in the fridge, even after he showed me everything. Hell, I don't even know what he's cooking right now. Apparently it's the meat of something called a cantoon, along with some eggs. It smells pretty good, and that's all I care about.
Once we finish eating, we should get ready for the day and head out. We're going to leave my place after dinner tonight at around 8 p.m.
Am I allowed to ask where we're going?
Not right now. Later I can fill you in.
Cooper smirks my dejected face. He hands me breakfast. Okay. I sigh and dig into the cantoon meat. It almost tastes like bacon. I should expect this kind of answer by now, but I don't have to like it.
What I can tell you is we're going shopping after breakfast. My client sent me even more cash this morning.
Explains your good mood today.
Well, payday is always a good day.
Well, I'm glad they're paying you well, it seems.
You don't know half of it. Stumbling across you in their alley was one of the best things to happen to me.
I cough for a moment on the foreign wheat. You didn't have to word it like that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah. Geez, it wasn't for his worried expression. I think he'd said it like that on purpose. This conversation does make me feel a bit melancholic, though. So, we will only see each other again after this. Cooper pauses before looking away.
Oh, probably not, no.
That kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I just feel sad if I never see you again. Cooper doesn't respond for a moment. I guess he can tell where I'm getting at.
Well, maybe so. This isn't my first time heading to Resume, so I doubt it'll be my last.
He pauses for a moment.
Guess if it'd make you feel better, I can try and find time to come see you.
He emphasises the try, but even that's enough for me. I guess he can tell since I'm smiling. Yeah, thanks, Cooper. I appreciate it. Cooper huffs for looking away again.
Let's eat your food.
I can't ever notice a certain wolf's tail is patting against the couch. I smile. Okay. Cooper's ear flicks back and his tail thumping persists. As soon as we finish breakfast, I go to get dressed. I show him away to the kitchen corner to wash the dishes and ask him not to look. If he needs me to turn and get undressed, he can deal with looking away when I change. Thankfully, my nice clothes don't feel quite as grimy as I thought they would. Not sleeping in them really was the right move. Okay, I'm just about ready. Do you need any help before we head out?
No, I was going to make some provisions while we're out running errands. If you want, so you can take the bathroom to freshen up. I know it's something you humans are a fan of.
I'm 99% certain most sentient beings are a fan of basic hygiene.
I always was called the odd one out.
I seriously hope that shower isn't the last one he has this decade. It's nice to be able to fix my hair the way I want it. I don't use any of his brushes, although my hair is still a bit wild. Maybe I should cut it. I'm not sure yet. I kind of like the vibe I've got going on now. Maybe it's out of desperation. I can definitely live out the scars, though. First aid kit is still on the counter. Debate getting some more bandages to wrap my hair up. We'll probably need this for our trip to Resume, so I'll leave it here for now. I do take a roll of bandages, just in case. Think we could get some socks? I found some sneakers to wear. There's no matching pair of socks.
I'm sorry, somewhat.
Dear God. I found some shoes to wear.
Oh, yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Wait, why don't you just wear the socks you already found?
They don't match. Cooper pauses.
Okay.
That's like illegal in terms of fashion. Cooper exhales through his nose as he rolls his eyes.
We might need to teach you more about how to survive than to live.
I don't hear that Mr. takes a shower once a month. Cooper stares at me as if not wanting to confirm or deny that. That means he's confirming it. Seriously?
It's been a tough season, okay?
He grumbles at me. Yeah, okay. So, how are we doing this?
Here, take this back.
Cooper hands me a backpack I can actually carry.
You can keep that. I packed some essentials for the day.
Oh, thanks. I'm already starting to formulate more ways to pay him back. Maybe that's my character flaw. I'm too nice. No, that's hardly a flaw. Unless...
What the hell are you doing?
Huh?
You keep making weird faces.
Oh, I was just thinking.
Try doing it more discreetly. You're pretty easy to read.
Is that a problem?
Whatever way you go, and it could be. Folks around these parts prey on the weak quickly.
I pause. So why the hell are you taking me?
Because, old man, I'm afraid of coming home and you having a heart attack in your sleep. I'd rather not risk leaving you alone.
I'm having second thoughts about coming along.
Who said you have a choice?
Now it's my turn to grumble. I feel like a hostage.
You'll be fine. I'm one of the most hospitable kidnappers around.
I actually had to ask you to pay for the water to be turned on.
And I followed through on that, didn't I?
I can't stand him. Time limit, remember?
Yeah.
Cooper adjusts his rifle as he picks up the duffel bag. Really think we need that? I gesture to the rifle on his back.
My rifle? Yeah, I'm not taking any chances out there.
Seems kind of cumbersome to lug around.
It is. Used to be a lot easier to carry around back in the day.
Cooper lingers on that for a moment.
That's the most reliable thing I've ever met, so I'm more than willing to bring it along.
Fair enough.
Who knows, maybe I'll get to see it in action today.
I'd like to avoid that.
So would I, to be honest. That does remind me, though.
Cooper unzips his bag to pull something out.
Here, open your hands.
With hesitation, I hold my hand out for him.
Both of them.
He says with a bit of urgency. I do as I'm told. In my left hand, Cooper places what seems to be a knife. In my right hand, Cooper places a gun that looks similar to the one he pointed at me when we first met. I can't help but grimace.
I know, but while we're out there, it'd be best you to have some sort of weapon.
You sure I can't just stay home?
I'm sure. Besides, once we leave tomorrow, you'd need them anyway. Might as well give them to you now.
I guess. They both feel weighty in my malnourished hands. Pretty sure I'd hurt myself for any attacker. He makes a good point, though. It'd be nice to have some kind of weapon while out in the unknown. However, the thought of carrying a gun makes me nervous.
Ease your mind a bit. I said it's the safety on the gun will only unlock if I activate it on my axiom.
Oh, thanks, Cooper. That does actually make me feel a bit less hesitant about bringing it. I've never fired a gun. Especially not like this.
Well, I'm not surprised. Come over here.
He gestures to the window. I don't like where this is going. I put the knife in my pocket, very aware of the weight.
I'm sure you know how to at least hold a gun, right?
How hard can that be? Probably seen movies or shows with guns in them. Steadying myself, I take the gun in my right hand and slowly raise it. I use my left hand to gently cup the underneath to add some more support.
Oh, not bad. Could reorient your fingers a bit, but doing what feels natural is probably your best bet.
Cooper looks me up and down a bit.
Oh, your stance itself could use some work. Yeah, come to the window.
Okay. It's a bit cloudy out. I walk up next to him, getting a good look outside. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Cooper interrupts my internal monologue by wrapping himself around me from behind.
Relax, I'm just adjusting your arms.
Cooper says in my ear, his hot breath invading my personal space. It's mitigated by the scent of vanilla, though. That shampooing is really doing its job. He's warm against my back and arms. Really warm. Be nice if it wasn't so sudden.
Or with him.
Although...
Oh, wait, no. Hurry up.
I added a staggered breath.
What's got you all worked up?
You can't be that oblivious, can you? Cooper chuckles.
Just think of your boyfriend. Don't be a cheater.
Don't joke like that. He snickers again and I huff. Asshole.
Almost done. Just gotta adjust your stance some more.
I hate this. Cooper kneels down, his paws easily wrap around most of my twigs for legs. I'm sure someone out there would enjoy this. Not me. Unfortunately, asexual or not, sometimes the body reacts on its own. I miss Damien so much right now.
Alright. There. Jeez, maybe you're gonna have a heart attack just walking down the street today.
Fuck off. I say with barely a shred of confidence. Cooper snickers at that.
Sorry, you really are just that easy, huh? Anyway, try to remember the feel of how you're standing now. Your weight is much more evenly distributed.
I pause. Well?
Well, what?
No, what little weight you have, that is, comment.
Don't insult me. My material's way better than that.
Somehow I doubt that.
I don't want to hear that from someone who can't stand properly.
Hey, guns are scary.
I'm glad you think so. So now we can have you fire it.
Wait, what? Here?
I'm not here, dummy. Pointing out the window.
Cooper opens his Axiom window and swipes up on it. Nothing happens.
Come on.
He tries to swipe up on it again. The window starts to slide up, albeit pretty slowly. I can't help but snort.
What?
I'm going to be able to stand properly. At least I know how to open a window manually. Cooper rolls his eyes while he pushes the window open. There's an audible cracking sound.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Worry about the gun in your hand and how to fire it.
Okay. Cooper gestures to the window. Directs me away from the neighbouring buildings. There's an empty lot on the right.
You'll need to kneel down a bit.
Okay.
Well, that's good. Just keep calm. There's no one over there for you to hit.
Okay. I take a deep breath and my finger quivers over the trigger.
Okay, I'm unlocking it now.
With that, the gun makes a beeping audio cue, along with a bit of haptic feedback. Stronger than how a phone would feel.
Got enough charge for a few shots, but just shoot once.
Okay. With another deep breath, I aim towards the wide open space. My finger lightly traces where I assume to be the trigger. Pretty sure it's actually a button. I fire. There's a brief flash of blue light. Sounds about what I was expecting from a gunshot. There's also a bit of a high-pitched ring, which is then accompanied by Cooper's whistling.
Dang, okay, maybe you'll be fine after all.
Huh?
Once you got into it, you narrowed your eyes and stopped breathing. Also, I noticed you looking straight down the barrel. That's pretty good for an amateur.
Oh, thanks, I guess. I don't think I'm happy knowing I can handle a gun well. I'm seriously hoping this is the only time I'll ever need one.
Alrighty, I'm locking it again. If I'm far away, just whistle something to catch my attention.
Are we going to be separated?
Maybe, who knows? I did say if.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Once we put on our gear, Cooper holds out his arm.
Hold my paw while we're walking, and remember, don't open your eyes.
Okay, what's up with that, by the way?
When we're shifting, you get disoriented. It's dark, you'll see some wild stuff you won't see anywhere else.
Like what?
Be brave and find out. Personally, I'd rather not look. It's pretty fucky.
That just makes me want to do it. You're an adult. Do what you want. I roll my eyes and take his paw. Ready whenever you are. All right then, let's take you to the scary outside world. How bad could it be? I curb my curiosity and keep my eyes closed while walking down the unnaturally long hallway. Feels even longer than the first time. Eventually I start to smell something. Salt water? I hear the sound of a door opening. Can I open my eyes? Sure. Even when my eyes are closed, I have to cover them. The sun is blinding. When I do open my eyes, the scenery is far from what I was expecting. We're in a port town of some sort. Did we really travel that far? That explains the salt water. The ocean is in clear view. Wow. What? It's beautiful. Yeah, kinda. Frankly, I think it's kinda bland. I've actually been to the ocean. Huh? I can't pull my eyes away from it. It sounds just like I thought it would. Where I came from, we lived somewhat near the ocean. Sadly, we never made time to take the trip. My folks were always pretty busy. Well, at least they're providing for you, right? Oh yeah, they were great parents. Just wish we got the chance to take trips and such. Maybe you're good today, we can head down to the docks before we go back. I'll hold you to that. Cooper smiles. Let's go. Okay. I managed to pull myself away from the ocean view. The salty breeze is quite refreshing, I have to say. I've never really been to a port town. We're from the northern parts of Vermont and only lived there a few years. Even so, it's the longest we lived anywhere, so we decided to call it our hometown. The oysters were good though. There's probably some kind of seafood restaurant here. I'm looking forward to whatever we can do for lunch. In contrast with Tensia, this place is a lot more rural. Not run down or anything, but definitely something more modern and futuristic. Wait, what's considered modern here? Is Tensia modern? This is old school? My brain hurts. Besides that, there are dunes surrounding one of the walkways through town. Most of the buildings are made of wood. I wonder how similar this place is compared to the beach towns back home. Oh wait, should I stay quiet around here? You can if you want. Most people around here are misfits. To be honest, I bet you'd fit right in. Never thought it'd be a good thing that looked so weird. You don't look weird. If you say so. I've got to work on the confidence. I paused for a moment, shaking my head. It sounded like Damien. You okay? Yeah, it's nothing. Starting to get another headache. Anyway, sound like you've been here before. Where are we? Oh, we're in my hometown, Aquila. Wait, what? Really? Yeah, we're a few cities away from my place, though. I live somewhere else for confidential reasons, but I visit to stock up on supplies. And people out to get you too. You don't mess with mobs and government officials without making a few wanted screens. Jeez, just whose custody did I fall into? Oh, stop acting like you're having a bad time. I can tell you've been having fun. You're not the only one. Your tail sounds nice against the bathtub. I don't know what you mean. I'm sure you don't. Cooper huffs, but I definitely notice his tail is swishing a bit. He's not very good at looking like the cool stoic type, is he? So, supplies? Supplies. Normally I'd have a split up to save time. I don't think that's a good idea. A reasonable assumption. Alright, we've got a lot of ground to cover. But hey, at least we won't need to eat in an alley while we're here. I instinctively look towards the beaches, but don't say anything. Cooper gives me an inquisitive look. What? You want to eat at the beach? Cooper states rather than asks. I mean, I wouldn't mind. It's not like it's my dream to see the ocean or anything. Yeah, that's good. I think you've been dreaming a bit too much lately. That confuses me. Guess he's trying to make some sort of metaphor, but I don't have the heart to tell him it doesn't make sense. I guess I'll try to humour him. Well, glad to be awake, I guess. Same. Cooper ruffles my hair and I grumble. Wish he'd stop doing that. It takes a long time to straighten it back out.
Oh look, there's our first stop.
It looks like a general store.
You get to see something pretty neat. Just don't tell anyone, alright?
He gives me a thumbs up. I think he's trying to imitate me. I can't help but chuckle and return the gesture. Maybe I've unknowingly started a new trend. So what is Cyrus going to see in the store? That's something for the next episode of Remember the Flowers. I hope you enjoyed that one. We got to see a little more than Cooper's apartment this time. And we'll definitely be going back to Aquila, or however you pronounce it, 'cause I might be messing that one up. Sometime before too long. Probably late September, October for that one. Speaking of future videos, of course, Beyond the Harbour R will be making an appearance this week. And the latest update from that one is going to be happening next weekend. I still don't know about. I'm waiting to see what's going on with a few updates. But Smoke Room next route will be coming out before too long. And I still have a couple of new ones to start. But that's it. That's it for now. As always, thanks to all my donors on Ko-fi and Patreon. I very much appreciate you, especially as things are getting a little tight for everyone money-wise. And my top patrons are Burnt Toast, Kartek, Gobers Visser, Besuksu, Lark Uskerton, Bastian, Brian Hall, Gunnar Muller, Tiger Cub, Ida Corval, Anubis Silverwind, Dissonance, Grizz, Spiderling, Kopi, Sindri Dragowolf, Marcus, Evan King, Monalay, Exac, and Dumb Pistachio. Thanks to them and all the people who get listed at the start of the videos. The links for my Patreon and Ko-fi are in the description, as are the links for Remember the Flowers. If you'd like to go and support the creators of this VN, you can do that as well. All the links are there. But until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.